This episode is dedicated to children who have passed away from sickness or cancer and discusses grief and loss. My name is Leilani Thatcher, a tour guide at the Library of Lost Things. This is The Doorstep Project, Episode 20, Short Years. This is the letter Mavis said she was sending, apparently. It was delivered to the library, addressed to me. The return address is in Greece. I checked, and it's actually a real address this time. It's a birthday card and a blue background. The front is just a cake with a number 16 candle on it and a blue background. Happy birthday, Spencer. Happy 16th birthday in your sophomore year of high school. You'd get to drive our old sedan when you pass your driving test, and if you're anything like your dad, you'd fail your first few tries, but he'd still take you out for ice cream. If you're anything like me, you'll have a hard time accepting any score lower than perfect, but I'll take the time to teach you to be okay with imperfect. In fact, I'll teach you to love being less than perfect, and you'll teach your sister the same thing. You were always rebellious. I'm sure as a teenager, it could only be worse. Rules were made for you to break, and your sister is doing enough rule breaking for both of you. Your dad is scaring her boyfriend as much as he can, but you know how soft he is. He could really use her big brother's help. Dad wishes he could play video games with you, but maybe you wouldn't like his games. Maybe you'd do football with the neighbors. They're about your age. Maybe you and Ellie would be friends too. She just moved in a few houses down, and she seems very sweet. I always said you wouldn't get your own phone until you were 16, but I'm sure I would have given in to your constant nagging and begging. If I hadn't, you'd get my phone today. And I'm sure you would complain, but I would have tried to teach you well enough to be grateful for what you get. And I'd teach you to love your family and friends, because some friends are family. And teach you to be kinder than I was, because I wasn't always kind. I would have taught you to be humble, be proud of your accomplishments like I did when you were first learning to walk. And I'd praise you for everything you did like I used to when you were learning new words. And I'd still love you unconditionally, no matter how many mistakes you would make or what you said to me. You would be 16 today, so many years after you left this world. But you'd still be my little boy. I am so happy to have held you for 5 short years. I wish I could hold you one last time. Happy birthday, my baby boy. Mama loves you. There's no date on the card. No name we could use to track down this mother. I hope she's doing okay. Thank you for listening to The Doorstep Project. This audio drama was created and produced by Family Friendly Podcasts. If you enjoyed the podcast, leave a rating and review on your podcast app of choice or share it with a friend. Leilani and the project will be back next week. Until then, write every day. One day your story could be in a museum. The Doorstep Project is produced by Family Friendly Podcasts. It was written, edited, and performed by AJ Barton. Sound effects for this podcast are provided by Zapsplat. Music used in this podcast includes Reawakening by Kevin McLeod, licensed under the Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 license. You can learn more at his website, incompetech.com, or at creativecommons.org. Both music and sound effects have been changed and edited by AJ Barton. Links for websites, information, and contact can be found in the description of the episode. Would you like to submit your story or art to the Doorstep Project? You can find information for story submission at familyfriendlypodcast.com/The Doorstep Project. Information on CC by 4.0 licenses can be found at creativecommons.org.